Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. We are continuing with the two-tone Flora bundle today. I've added in a greeting from the Good Feelings set, and I'm introducing another new product, the Layered Florals 3D embossing folder. This folder is gorgeous. Look at the detail in that folder. It is absolutely fabulous. I've already run it through the machine, but this is how it comes out. Look at the detail and the depth. It really is really pretty. So this one has had a couple of iterations before I've done the video. This is the first one, quite plain. I thought I need some an embossing folder in behind here. So then I did the embossing folder in behind on this one, and then I thought, well, we kind of lose a little bit being white on white. So this iteration, we've got a Flirty Flamingo card base. We're going to put the Layered Florals embossed piece over top, and we're going to do the kind of layered middle with the leaves and the heat embossed flower. And I will run us through how we did the heat embossed flower as well. So to get started, I'm going to adhere this down. Now, because this is a really detailed folder, the edges of the paper are very wobbly or uneven. So I'm going to put adhesive right up to the edge so that it doesn't walk away from the paper. And if you're going to run out of tape, you will run out of tape in a video. So we just always have another one standing by so that we aren't held up at all. There we go. So I'm going to pop this down onto the card base and just line it up and drop it down. So that even on its own, you could put a greeting on there and you're done. It's a beautiful folder. What we need to do now is we need to stamp our greeting. So to do that, I'm taking my Flirty Flamingo and I'm taking my Sending Sunshine and Good Feelings Your Way. And I'm going to stamp it close to the top because I'm going to die cut it with the greeting towards the top. So I have room at the bottom to put my flowers. All right, so we are going to set this up. And I've got two of the deckled rectangle dies. One I'm going to use to cut the greeting out. Just make sure I'm even there. And then doing this, and then I'm going to add this one on. And I put my dies on at an angle so that there's not that straight edge hitting the roller. It's much easier to move it through the machine. So I quite often get asked why I put my paper on an angle or I put my dies on an angle, and it's just to make it easier on the machine. You don't get the big thunk and bang that you get if you put that straight edge through first. There we go. I'll just drop those down like that. And to put the dies off to the side here. My extra bits of paper go away. All right, so we are going to flat mount this like this. Right onto here, like that. Then we're going to take our dimensionals and just pop some dimensionals on the back of the card, front like that. Okay, let's peel those backs off like that. So I am challenging myself with this series to use colors that I don't use a lot. I would use Berry Burst and Bubble Bath and Lost Lagoon every single card if I could. So I'm really trying to step away from the things that I do all the time and add some variety and color to the videos. So I'm just going to put a piece of adhesive across the bottom like that. I'm going to pop one set of leaves, and I've done the leaves in Granny Apple Green. Do that like that, and then I'm going to pop a couple of dimensionals on the back of the flower, and then put that right in the middle, and like that, and just pop it in like that. So I'm going to show you how I did the heat embossing as well, but that's the 3 iterations of the card. I think I'm kind of partial to this one with the contrasting background than I am to the basic white background, but that is the card. Now, I've already stamped in Fleur de Flamingo the base of the flower. You want, if you're going to be heat embossing over top of a stamped image, you want the stamped image to be dry before you add any kind of Versamark and any kind of powder to it, because the powder will stick to the wet ink. And so you'll get a muddy kind of image. You won't get a nice crisp image. So I'm just going to pop out my silver embossing powder and just drizzle it on like that. Give the back a little bit of a snap. And we are good to go. I need to put the lid back on the embossing powder because if I spill that, it goes everywhere. Now I'm going to make a whole bunch of noise because I'm going to actually heat emboss this. I don't know if you can see, but you turn it in the light and it's dull. So I'm going to heat emboss it until it goes shiny. You want to keep moving your tool so you don't scorch your paper, and you can see it start to change. If there are any dull spots, it means it's powder that hasn't been melted. And you want to give this a little bit of time to cool down before you run it through your embossing machine, because it'll squash any of the embossed area down. But again, that is our 3rd card using the Sending Sunshines and using the two-tone Flora, and I've used the Good Feelings and the brand new Layered Florals 3D embossing folder. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for one more option using the two-tone Flora bundle.